Well, hi, Spirit of Success friends. Welcome to Shining Moments. This is an opportunity for you to be able to hear from some of my favorite direct sales friends and to find out what they're doing in their businesses to make them shine. And I know that you enjoy hearing these ideas and really learning from these shining moments. So today I'm talking to my friend Marcella Rodgers. Marcella is from Dallas, Texas, and she's with Cabby. Marcella, welcome. And can you share with our listeners a little bit about Cabby and especially what makes Cabby so special?
Hi, Beth. Can you see and hear me?
I can.
Wonderful. I'm so excited to be on here with you today. The thing that makes Cabby so special, in my opinion, is our customer service. Cabby is a women's apparel, fashion and apparel company, just in case some of your listeners aren't familiar with Cabby. Cabby stands for Carol Anderson by Invitation. And our distinguishing factor is the way that we interact with our clients. It's really important for us to work one-on-one and to have that personal relationship. And so we offer our clients a very unique way to shop at home or virtually. And so they can have their friends gather in their homes. They can have their friends gather across the country and see a show virtually, or they can shop on our websites, or they can use an app on their phones. So that's the thing I think that makes us pretty unique in this market.
Oh, thanks, Marcella. I truly agree with that. A lot of different ways to access Cabby and, of course, their beautiful clothing. So I know one of the things that you've been working on, you and I work together closely on a regular basis, and I know one of the things that you've been working on is expanding your network, being able to reach out to women all across the country and even beyond. And so, virtually has been really important to you. So can you share a couple of your strategies for what you're doing right now to expand your network?
Well, as you said, I am working on a couple of strategies. And the first thing I had to do was to get my hostesses on board with the virtual shows. When COVID hit, everything shut down. And so thankfully, Cabby was already developing a virtual home platform. We have a proprietary platform called Front Row. So we were able to pretty quickly pivot. And so I just had to get my hostesses on board and say to them, now you can cast a wider net and invite Aunt Sally from California and your mom from New York to your show now that you never were able to do before. And so the more people you invite, the more benefits you get. Well, that's all my hostesses needed to hear. So getting them on board really helped. And then also putting it out there on my social media. How do my friends and family members know that I'm now doing this virtually? Had to let them know social media.
Well, I'll tell you, those are some of the key elements, to helping you, I know, expand your network. And that's moved right into bookings as well. And, the virtual platform, especially being able to cast that wider net. I love that thinking. How has that also impacted your bookings and the strategies you use there, Marcella?
It's really helped me because, I did travel with my collection some. I have clients here, of course, in the Dallas Fort Worth area, but also in South Florida because I used to live there, and a few in Tennessee because that's where I'm from. But it got harder and harder to travel. So with the virtual show, I was meeting women from all over the country. And so that was wonderful. In between the different segments that I was showing, the clothing, I just decided that I would introduce the benefit of having a show. So I'd show a capsule of clothing, talk about the retail price of that clothing, and then tell the ladies how much it would cost if they were a hostess. And, to say it's as easy as getting on Zoom and you can get the clothes for this price. And ding, 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 several women would say, oh, okay. And would definitely ask me afterwards, how do I book?
Well, I think that's such good advice to make sure that no matter what company, a direct seller represents, they really sell that hostess program. They really understand the benefits of it, and they make sure they communicate that to their clients, because that's a great benefit for them to see that discounted opportunity that hostesses, no matter what the company is, that they get. And you really do a great job of making sure you sell that hostess program part of your presentation. And I know you are also working on expanding your team. I know you've already been adding people to your team recently.
Yeah.
And so what is kind of the one thing that you like to do to help get women in front of your career opportunity?
That really is my heart, giving this opportunity to women everywhere. And so when I hear a flag and think a woman may be interested, the first thing I do is ask her to hop on what we call Cabby chats. And those are just what they sound like, chats. They're casual conversations. We have them twice a month. And well, literally, I guess they would be considered 4 times a month, but every other week. And they're just casual conversations with veteran stylists about what we do. And it's just, lightweight, no pressure, just kind of gives the ladies a little bit more in-depth information about, what it means to be a cabby stylist.
That's excellent, Marcella. I know you've had great success with inviting women just to take a peek at the career opportunity, just to kind of get a feel for what it is that you do, and that gives them an idea as to, well, maybe that might be something they're curious about. And again, I think that's just great information for any direct seller to take a look at. Just be casual about it, be relational, and just give them a little bit of information. Let them know where they can go, whether it's on a chat or whether it's on a website, or, just talking with you to get some information. It starts with that, just a little bit of information, get that kind of wet their whistle, and then see if they're interested in moving along further. And I know you do a great job at taking them at that pace, not pushing anything, but giving them just enough information at just the right time. And great advice for any direct seller. That's why you're shining and growing your team. Well, Marcella, thank you so much for sharing your shining moment so generously with our direct sales listeners. And if, Marcella, one of our listeners, or maybe a couple of them, or dozens, want to find out more about Cabby and want to find out more about Cabby products in particular, how can they reach out to you?
They can reach me on my Facebook page, which is Style Motivation, all one word, Style Motivation 247. Or they can email me at Marcella_Rodgers@AOL.com.
Perfect. Thanks, Marcella, again, so much for sharing so generously. And for those of you who enjoyed this shining moment, there are more to come. So be sure that you stay tuned. Hey, thanks for joining us today for Shining Moments. Bye-bye.